Hello, this is an introduction to variables, and we're going to use variables and the alarm to do a power-up in our Pop Catch Rainbow Reef game. Okay, a variable is a location in memory that stores a value that you can reuse, rename, and change. Might be easier if I do this. So, here is catch down here. When I create catch, I used to set this value of a variable, which is right here, and I made a variable called catch speed. I didn't use speed because you don't want to use speed. It's already a preset variable, and it'll basically mess your game up. And I set it to a value of 10. So wherever I put this variable name of catch speed, it will have the value of a 10. Just like x equals 10, y equals 10. I just used a meaningful name and I capitalized the second letter. You cannot have any spaces or special characters in variable names. Just leave it as a very descriptive name, and if you use two words to describe your variable, capitalize the second word. It's called camel case variable naming. Okay, so let's see where I'm using that in the game. When we hit left, there is the checking of the position, and here's the movement here. So I have negative catch speed, which is 10. Negative 10 is my speed. And right, I have catch speed of, an x speed of catch speed. So it would be the same as putting a 10 here. What's handy about that is if I want to change the left and right movement speed, I go back into the creation event and I just change this and I increase the speed of my character without having to go into left and right and change both of those. This can be really handy if you have a larger game where this would change things in, let's say, 10 or 15 places. And it's all located in on one object. We'll be doing that a little bit later, where you can have a controller object which can set the speed of enemies, players, bullets, all on one object, so you don't have to peel down into your enemy objects and your bullet objects and all those different objects to change things. It can all be changed onto one thing. Okay, so here is how I'm going to use the variable. I've created a block called power up. I made a little speed sprite there, has a little s in it. And what happens now? When there's a collision with Pop, I check to see, hey, is there a catch in the room? If there is a catch in the room, because if there's not, I'll get an error. I'm going to set on that object of catch the catch speed of 20. So what it will do is it'll go, okay, object catch. Okay, object catch. That's this one right here. And it'll set this variable that I have right here, it'll change that to 20. Notice that the variables rely or reside on the objects. And those variables can only be seen within that object. It's called object-oriented programming. It's kind of what you've been learning all along. Then it does that. I have this because I also have a large catch because I made a modification earlier, another power-up, and it might be object catch large that's in the room. If that's true, then I set catch speed because object catch large also uses this catch speed variable, and I speed that one up. Then I send this handy dandy alarm. So on the alarm, I am setting the alarm onto object catch. The reason I'm doing that, if I set this alarm onto this guy right here, this little power up, speed power up, and it happens to be destroyed a little bit later, then yeah, the alarm won't go off. So the best practice is to set the alarm back on to catch. Here is what happens when alarm 0, which was set over here, goes off on catch. When the alarm goes off, it sets catch's speed back to 10. What I should do here, I think I already have this parented as block 1. I'm not sure if I have that, if I need to put a destroy event here to make sure I destroy that block. But let's try it out. Here's my room 1. And I got my little speed thing here. Let's see if I can play this thing long enough, not croak here, to hit that thing. And it should change my speed for, I put I think 150, so it should change my speed for about 3 or 4 seconds. I think. Start this up. Okay, there it is. Boom. Okay. It did. Oh, but you see my speed is fast now, even though I died. Oh, and then it just slowed down. So after 4 seconds, it slowed back down, and I have the volume too high. Let's turn that down. We don't need that so high. Okay. So what happened was when I hit this power up, this speed thing here, if catch is in the room, right? Set catch's speed to 20 and set an alarm on catch. When the alarm goes off, it sets catch's speed back to 10. And that is a good use of, or good little introduction to variables and alarms to do power-ups. And the trick is to put the alarm on the thing that's not going to get destroyed after it gets hit. Okay, thank you.